What's up everybody, TGAwakening here. I'm gonna be casting some ZVP on Metalopolis. My opponent's Asyla, whatever. Asyla and some GM for me, good manner. So anyways, yeah, I don't usually do live casts on this channel. My old channel, I always did live casts, but I'm having trouble finding things to upload. And I just played a pretty good game, so I'm gonna live cast this one anyways. So yeah, recently I haven't been uploading videos, but I just started uploading a lot more this week. I think I've uploaded every day except for yesterday this week, so my uploads should start getting more consistent. And I am going to be releasing more highlight videos, so I think those are probably the most exciting videos that I received, that I put up, because it shows the actual excitement of the gameplay right away, instead of like the whole match, unless you want to watch more informative things. So anyways, I'm scouting with my overlord here, but he's obviously cross positions. And pretty much he puts his pile on here, so you can pretty much say he's not going to forge fast expand. He's just scouting right now. He's scouting pretty early, I guess because there's 2 spawn locations, so he just wants to know exactly where I am, and if I go hatch first, then he could pile on block, I guess. So he's putting down a gateway right now, and yeah, pretty much he won't be forge fast expand, which is, it's kind of hard to forge fast expand on this map. I mean a lot of people do forge fast expand, but it's kind of hard because you have to wall up a lot and you have to cover this whole side at the same time. But anyways, I'm going for a 14 pool and then 15 hatch. I'm just waiting right until my money gets to 200 to 220 to send my drone, so that he doesn't know that I'm gonna expand yet, so then he won't be able to pile on block. And see, if you see the direction of his drone, it's supposed to pile on block, but then I was able to put my hatchery beforehand. And he does have a worker lead, but that's because I saved up my money instead of making harvesters. And what else? There's really nothing to do. I mean, units lost, yeah, hell yeah. Units lost tab. Not just kidding. So basically, we're just getting our early game on. I thought he was gonna 4-gate because I don't know, people were cheesing me like crazy today. That's why I went like 6 and 5, because I lost to 3 mass link all in, and then to a bunch of bunker rushes, and it was like pretty stupid. But then like all the macro games, I pretty much just won. I didn't really lose any macro games. But when I was scouting here, I was pretty much in a bad mood the whole day. So I was like, alright, this guy's definitely gonna 4-gate, especially because he was chrono boosting the warp gate tech. And he also was getting a second gas, so you still pretty much can't tell if they're gonna 4-gate or not yet. And he was even bringing a probe here, so he could have been proxy, or I guess he was just checking if I took an early third. But he did hide his worker there, so I really don't know what the point of that was. And he tried to wall off with the Z-Lock, but I can mineral drill, so I got through it pretty well. And he's chrono boosting his warp gate tech still pretty much. And he's warping in the stalker. Well, not warping it, but he's going for an expand, so this is going to be a 1-gate expand. I've never 1-gate expanded versus Zerg, but I guess it's viable. I mean, my protest knowledge isn't that high. And yeah, I mean, I'm still droning up. I mean, right now, even if they do 4-gate, you don't have to make units until like 520, and then that's when like you actually have to start making units. But if you think they're gonna 4-gate, you should have scouted. And I do have an overlord here that's about to scout right now, so I will see if he has 4 warp gates or whatever he has anyways. So basically I'm just putting down this spine collar just for static defense, just because some 4-gates they can like send the original units that came out of the gateway before warp-ins to attack, which is kind of annoying. So I've just put down 1 spine collar because I was still pretty suspicious. And if you see my vision, I still don't see the expansion, so I'm just walking around right now, and I am kind of wondering what he has right now because I haven't seen any structures. And yeah, I mean, right now he doesn't have anything, but he does have an expansion here, so obviously I was gonna push that with a few links just to see what he has. And his worker's still there. I don't know what's happening, but I do have a lot of drones in the making. I had 11 drones. Basically, I just took a huge lead in workers, and I'm just gonna keep droning right now. Once I see this expansion, I'm just gonna take a third, and I'm just gonna mass drone. Just like mass drone. And I did try to harass a little bit just to make him like make a unit or something, but Other than that, I mean, I can't really do much. So at this point, you just want to keep droning. I am getting my speed, and I am keeping my money pretty low, so that is okay. I do get supply block a couple of times. That's my biggest problem. I do get supply block still. I still have to remind myself. But I did take a third. I do see the... Oh, I actually don't see the worker here. It's kind of weird. But yeah, so he does have a worker there to scout, I guess, whenever I take a third. And let's see his upgrades. He's getting +1. And he's getting 1 cannon. I don't know. Well, I guess to cover that part, just in case roaches go here. I mean, this force is pretty small. And he's a huge warping of sentries right now. I mean, right now he's playing pretty defensively just to get his economy up, because Protoss units are pretty expensive. So if you want to macro, you really need a lot of economy. And I'm getting +1 missiles because I'm going for roach sec right now. Right now, pretty much every sec's going like mass roach versus Protoss, and it's working out really well. And I think the counter to this, the Protoss, is just getting early robo. Yeah, just getting early robo, so then you can start pumping out immortals. I mean, you can chrono boost the immortals. Like 2 immortals are gonna do wonders in a matchup versus pure roach, and they're just a really good unit against any type of armor. So I'm getting roach speed right now. My +1 is on the way. I mean, I'm getting another Evo chamber. I should have started +1 a long time ago, but it's better since it's still fine because he's not attacking me at all yet. I am scouting again with an overseer. I mean, I really want to scout because I still don't know what he's going. I mean, he could have gone for an early robo, and I mean, like this Twilight Council, like I've never really ran into it this early, like, off this type of expansion, but he is probably, I suspect he's gonna go blink stalkers because he does have a few more stalkers than zealots. And screw what I just said, he just made a huge weapon of zealots, so he could be going for charge. But basically, I do see the probe right now because of the creep, so I'm gonna pretty much just take it out, I guess. And I did scout to see if he has any proxy pylons or anything, but other than that, he doesn't really have anything. And I am droning up still, I guess. I do have a lot of drones. 51 drones at the moment, and I am making a lot of roaches now. I think the build that you're supposed to do is it's get up to 65 drones, I guess. I don't do the build exactly how Stefano does it. This is pretty much Stefano's build, I've heard, so I don't do it exactly like him. I do have my own variations, I guess, but you really want to get like at least 60 workers if you want to do this. I mean, I was able to start mass producing off 50, which it's not that bad, but after a few waves of combat, I mean, if you don't deal a lot of damage, then you could be in trouble because you won't be able to re-macro as much. As you can see, our harvester tab is like pretty close, but I do have the expansion, so my bases are more saturated. I mean, I could transfer a little bit more, but it's okay. So I'm getting an infestation pits, probably to go roach infested. Roach infested is a really good composition against gateway units, and I'm back to droning pretty much, just drone. I'm at 50. I was at 58, but then I had to make more tech structures and extractors. Those are basically extractors, but so I am taking pretty much a worker lead right now, so my economy is gonna start booming. His money is pretty high. I don't know why his money's so high, but he does have plus. Wow, +1's taking forever. Wow, I didn't know +1 took that long. Well, I guess he wasn't chrono boosting it at all, but it's gonna finish right when I'm pushing, so it's gonna be a pretty close battle. I mean, it matters on how well he can force field, and excuse me for that silence before. And his immortal is coming out to save the day, so that immortal is gonna do some great damage. I mean, he's gonna pull back, wait for his immortals. He is gonna get a pretty good concave over here if those units get a good turn on, and not the greatest force field. If he walled up here, then I would have been in big trouble, but he did trap a few roaches there, and a little bit better, but still he only trapped a few roaches, not really that much. Not much of a problem. And I'm just pulling back now because I know I'm to 9 the expansion, so as long as I can keep him on 2 base, I'm ahead on 1 base. And he has an observer. I did not notice that at all, but as long as I can keep him on 2 base, I'm fine. I mean, he can't mass Colossus like that fast off of 2 base, and he's going for High Templar, so he's gonna be going for some. Ooh, he's getting Storm too at the same time. I think, does he see my? He doesn't even see my infestation, but so I guess he just wanted to go High Templar from the first place, and he's getting charged too at the moment, so he's gonna have blink and charge, I guess. And he's still making some more immortals, which is gonna be really good against my composition, I guess. You're gonna need a lot more immortals than stalkers. I mean, immortals are more expensive, but if you can get like more than 4, like they're gonna do some ridiculous damage. And he's making a lot of zealots because these charged zealots, yeah, sorry about that. The charged zealots are gonna act as like a meat shield to keep the immortals from getting sniped because the roaches are gonna have to kite these zealots, and zealots do pretty well against roaches that aren't kiting them, so they are pretty good. I do have a huge supply lead right now. I mean, 167 to 105. He is walking around with his observer, but I don't think he saw this massive roach army. I mean, my roaches are 1-1, and I think my two ones about to start too. Well, my 2 ones about to kick in. But I'm just gonna push here. I didn't notice when I clicked here that it was going around, so I think he does see this too. And once I attack these, then he's definitely gonna see this. So I'm just gonna push straight into his natural. I mean, this is a pretty big roach force, but those 2 immortals in the back is gonna matter how much he can do. And I too have burrow, and he doesn't have an observer, so he's not gonna be able to see that for a while. But this cannon is gonna give him some range. And like once I start realizing that cannon's gonna give range. And there was this weird glitch, I don't know why. Like my roaches wouldn't unburrow when I was doing it, or I think it was just my eyesight or something. But I'm gonna try to snipe the immortals here. I'm gonna snipe one. I'm gonna snipe the next immortal, but then his next wave of warpins is pretty much gonna make me have to retreat because he's gonna have to go around. And just assume it's gonna be more. And he does have an observer here now, so I'm just gonna have to run away. And he does have blink also, so pretty much these roaches are in big trouble. But he's not bringing his observers. His observer is all the way there, so if I can just get all the way here and I can just burrow, then it'll be great because he won't be able to attack me as much. Burrow! Burrow! Alright, whatever. But I have 33 roaches. Oh, 40 roaches on way. Holy crap, that's a lot of roaches for remaxing. That's because I saved up a lot of money because he wasn't harassing me at all, so I didn't really have to remake anything. So my money was just stockpiling up while I was pushing. So I basically just remaxed an army that I just lost, and I did take a 4th at the same time. His 3rd is up, but he's not making any. He doesn't have any probes there, so the saturation is still pretty low. He does have some high Templar, I guess, but the harvester count is really in my favor. 72. Holy crap! All right, 73 harvesters to 48. So pretty much my income's almost the double of his. But he does have a pretty good wall up here. He does have another Robo Bay. I really think he needs to start getting his Colossus out. And he does have a Robotics Bay on the way. And I am going to push again. This is like the beauty of Zerg, how you can just remax, because you can just sacrifice armies and trade armies the whole time. And as you can see by my supply lead, that I just have such a supply lead that I'm confident that he won't be able to remax as quick. So I'm just going to go straight for his bases. I'm just going to attack all the structures he has. Like, he won't be able to make more Colossus. If I kill that in that gateway, is going to be less production. And my Infestus, I kind of had misclicked him over there, but I don't get any like huge fungus. I mean, I just fungo the stalkers, I guess. But pretty much the roaches are going to be really good. They're 2-1 versus 1-2, but I'm going to have to retreat right now. And again, he doesn't have an observer, so I'm just gonna burrow. Yeah, alright. Cool, so I'm just gonna burrow. And again, 32 roaches on the way and a greater spire. So while I was pushing, I was teching at the same time, so he won't be able to attack me. While I'm pushing, this expansion is gonna be safe, and I do have some spine crawlers here. So basically, while I was pushing, I locked down everything, and I was teching at the same time. So again, more roaches on the way. I'm just pretty much just remaxing an army that I lost, just because my income is so high. I have 68. Well, I did have more before, but I had to make more tech structures. But basically, I have 65. 65 is fine for how many bases you have. I mean, basically, my main is gonna be mined out soon. It's just for gas, and this base is really good for gas too. But basically, I'm just gonna keep remaxing. Sorry, I just lost my whole train of thought. I'm just gonna keep remaxing and wait until I get my broodlords out. And just to clear some space, I'm just gonna make a bunch of spine crawlers, and that'll also give me time to get my broodlords up. I mean, he's not gonna run into a wall of roaches and spine crawlers at the same time. And his odds is over here. I think he's just it's just here to cover to see when he's pushing, when I'm pushing, I guess. Sorry, I keep losing my train of thought. I don't know why. I'm losing my train of thought. Probably because it's like midnight right now and I'm pretty tired. But he does have a lot of Colossus out right now. I mean, I have 48 roaches, 1 corruptor. Oh no, they're morphing. I have a bunch of broodlords morphing. He has, let's see, 1 Colossus, 10 charge slots, 15 Blink Stalkers, 4 High Templar, and 3 Sentries, which is a really good unit composition. I mean, if he gets a few more Colossus, then it's gonna be like a scary ass death ball because of these High Templar also. And ooh, vile. Okay, he's making a lot more gateways because he's trying to lock down his 4th. His pretty much his income right now is gonna be really bad. I mean, his main's mined out, his naturals, it doesn't have a lot of minerals left, but he does have a really good death ball here. But my Broodlords are the thing that's gonna keep me safe from all those storms and all these Colossus. But in the production tab, he's making Colossus 2 at a time. So if I don't push soon, his Colossus count can get really high. He's just making purely Colossus now, and his 4th is almost down, while he's just morphing in more sentries, I guess, just to clear up some gas, and he can force field so he can split my army in half. And I am taking a 5th. This 5th is basically just to keep gaining gas. I mean, right now I'm max. I'm not really making units. I'm just gonna keep stockpiling gas so then I can remax on Broodlords or Mass Roach or whatever I want, pretty much, because my income's not bad. I'm just stockpiling cash now. I mean, I'm at 58 to his 63. I mean, I let my work account go down because I know I have so much money in the bank, and I just had to free up some supplies so I can have a bigger army. And my +3 attack and my +2 armor is about to be complete. So then my roach is gonna be 3-2, and my Broodlords are just gonna. Well, my Broodlords are in 0 upgrades, but he is following this, and I do see this because I have an Overseer. So basically, he's just gonna blink straight into it, and then I'm gonna come in. I think I should have timed this a lot better because I let people die, but I'm gonna come in with roaches here. I mean, his High Templar are not doing anything. I'm sniping a bunch of them without. He got 1 storm down. The Colossus in the back are doing some great damage though, but the Broodlords are also doing some great damage. And as you can see, a lot of his Colossus are actually attacking the Broodlings, and I did bomb a couple of infested Terran just to hopefully have the AI to attack the Broodlings or the infested Terran. So now he has to push back because the Broodlords and the Roaches are just way too strong. And at this time, I'm not going to go straight for the kill. I'm going to go straight for the expansion because I know he's going to be mined out pretty much if I take this out. And he is having to sacrifice a bunch of his units to try to save this. But I just have so much Broodlords. I mean, the Broodlords are just really good, and plus the Roach support is going to be crazy, you know. I'm not worried about these Stalkers because I can kill them with Mass Roach, but I just have to keep focusing down the Colossus while I'm just pretty much just re-rallying everything. And why is my production down? Oh no, it's okay. I'm just rallying everything. I'm concentrating on sniping the Colossus. But you're gonna see the beauty is I have 3k minerals and I have 2.5k gas, and you can see how much production I have. I have 36 roaches on the way. I'm pretty much re-maxed at 194. I could make more roaches, but I did use up all my money, so I am going to be able to kill this 4th. I don't really care about these roaches. These roaches are just going to be there to be able to kill everything they can, or if they die, at least I'll be able to snipe a Nexus or something like that, because I can just keep remaxing. And as you can see, the whole swarm of roaches are on way from all my bases, except this one. This one's just for gas. But other than that, I mean, I'm just remaxing everything. I mean, yeah, my APM's low. I'm a slow APM player, 91. But, well, my highest was like 109. I never broke 110 before, but I'm just gonna mass roach right now because he can't make like 6 Colossus at a time. He's making Colossus 2 at a time, which means his production won't be high. I can just keep outmaxing him. And now I'm just gonna fungal. I don't even care. I mean, I'm just gonna A move because I'm just gonna fungal because I out-macroed him so much that I have more than pretty much double his supply. So, and I can just remax again with all my cash. So basically, I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna snipe the 4th, and I'm just gonna keep starving him out. I mean, I don't care how many times he's gonna try to take a 3rd and 4th because I'm on 5 base right now pretty much, and I'm just gonna snipe the Nexus and I'm gonna run away. I mean, he could go for an all-in anytime, and as you can see, my gas geysers from my main are still there, so that's really good. So I'm pretty much mining up 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 gas geysers, which is really good. And I just have so much more stuff coming here. And he GG's and he leaves the game. And yeah, I really don't have that that super exciting GG thing. And he GG's.